Hello everyone, welcome back to Hills and Hollers Homesteading and Prepping. Homesteader Mike again, and let me tell you, I have been shaking and baking today. 2 days ago we had a heavy frost. It was like 30 degrees that morning. Today it was 85 degrees, at least 85, and I'm gonna tell you, my white butt, well, not my butt, you know, I got cooked. And I am not complaining about the weather one bit. I am not complaining about it. What I am going to complain about is I just got the tractor back together, the Kubota, the lawn tractor. All new maintenance on the daggone thing, new blades, new bolts, new dust covers, new washers, all that good stuff. Hydraulic fluid, hydraulic filter, oil filter, just routine maintenance. New belt and all. Turn around and daggone just getting close to the last hour or so of mowing grass today. Stripped out a daggone pulley. Now I gotta get a new pulley. So the orchard didn't finish getting cut, but that's all right. What I did get cut today was where we're going to be going on the fence line here with the for the pigs and stuff. And I got this side down through here cut, and there's just a section right here behind the equipment building. And you see the corner of the trailer back there. There's just a section right there that I did not get cut, and it's not going to happen until I get a new pulley. And I'm probably going to have to break my own rule. Instead of ordering it and waiting for it, I may go to the local dealership here that I really do not like to do business with, and or at least call and see if they've got one Monday, and then just go pick it up. But the good thing about all of this is the hog pen structurally is done. Finished it up today. A couple mistakes along the way. Just dumb stuff from me because I wasn't paying attention. I was working from the inside instead of the outside, and I ended up turning the fence. These fence panels should have been on the inside of these posts, these T-posts, and because I was on the inside working, not using my brain, I put them all on the outside. But what I ended up doing was just temporarily putting them up with just zip ties. So the good thing is I just had to go through, waste a bunch of zip ties, pull the panels and place them on the inside of the post instead of on the outside of the post like they were. So this is always good because if the animal pushes on the fence, they're pushing against the post as well, not just the clip that holds the fence to the metal. So the only thing now left to do is, let's see, the gates are done. And you have to understand West Virginia topography. If some of these posts look like they're leaning, they are, and that's just because of the slope of the hill, okay? So there is a slope right here, and I had to do it like that in order to get, like I said, I'm gonna use pallets for gates. That pallet will fit right up against those two inner posts, and I'll just strap it right to that, and that'll be their, when they're ready to go out of the pen, I'll just pull that pallet out, and that'll stay open until I'm done with them on this paddock. Now the shelter, I actually had to move down from where I had it setting, because what I didn't pay attention to again was right here is a seep. Comes right outside the heel right here. And when I was in here the other day working, I noticed this whole area right here was wet. And the last thing I want to do is put pigs to sleep or a shelter in a mud hole, because if they're in there for the rain, this is going to run right to it. So I changed all that around. So I just need to get that thing re-secured back in there with those posts. And the other gate will go right here. And I left a little bit of the fence sticking out because you don't want the pigs to have a great big open area here. And the pallet will go right against this post and this post. So there's double corner posts at each corner. And then, they're going to have all this area in here. So it's 16 by 48. And that's plenty enough because they're only going to spend about 2 or 3 weeks in here, like all the time, until we get the fence done. And that is, the electric fence around this top paddock. And then they're going, this gate will come out, and then this will be in and out here because their feed and water is going to go right here. So they'll have all this to roam and everything like that. They will just come back here for feed and water when they want it. Chickens, I let them out of their thing today, out of their hoop coop. Let them run around in there. And that gobbler, I don't know what I'm gonna do with him. He is crazy to say the least. Ever since we lost the hen, he will not go. Well, for the first week he was all right. Here for the last like 4 nights, he will not go into the roost. He will not go into the coop. He just hangs around up here and he just walks the perimeter of that fence where the chickens and stuff are. So I thought today, being nice and that I was going to be out here and also on predator patrol since I'm physically right here, that I would let him go in there and I would let the chickens out and let them run inside that whole pen right there where because it's all electrified netting. And I did, and everything was going good until a little bit later I started hearing my rooster just making this horrible noise, and I couldn't see him, and I jumped up there and I ran up there, and the turkey was trying to kill the rooster. And I said, well, that's going to be it for you. So the turkey got thrown out of the pen, and the chickens are free ranging, enjoying themselves in there, and they'll go in and I'll close them up tonight. So the turkey, I think he's suicidal. I think he's heartbroken and suicidal. I'm not making a joke of that whole situation, but I'm just saying he just a whole different demeanor, a whole different animal now. He refuses to go in. We even tried corralling him last night to get him to go in, and he ran for the woods. And I said, you know what? If he goes in the woods or he won't go in and something gets him in the middle of the night, that's on him. I can't force him, and I'm not going to spend all my time chasing animals around here, especially turkeys. You know what I mean? And right now, he's a pet. Right now, he's not producing anything. He's just eating, but he's not eating any food now. He's just eating what he's getting out here. He may eat a little feed, you know, every once in a while. But unfortunately, those are things you run into. I don't know if we're going to keep him or not. I haven't decided yet. But we're definitely not getting any more turkeys. And the guineas, oh God, I'm just about done with the guineas. But the meaties come next week. Week after next. The meaties come the first week of May. Next week, I have 2 trips to make. I have the Virginia trip to go get the ton of chicken feed for the meaties. And then the following day, I turn right around and I head over to Eastern Panhandle, West Virginia to go get the pigs. So tomorrow will be spent driving fence posts all the way out through here. So the fence will come, the electric fence will come off the corner here. I go right around and right behind the building, right out towards the corner of the house. Then I'll drive right out there by the corner that, well, not close to the house, but at the corner there where it drops down over the hill. I'll drive a wood post and put my fence charger on it, because I can plug it into 110 there. I'll put my fence charger on it, then it goes down in the woods, down to the road, and all the way back up around to right over there. And then when it comes up, then this side over here, this gate over here, will be the one that goes to the bottom paddock, where this one will be the top paddock. So we'll have an entire inner perimeter of electric in here. We'll do single strand inside. We'll do 3 strands all the way out through there. And I just got, I can't remember if it's 3,200 feet or more, 26, 28, 3,200 feet, I can't remember, of what they refer to as 9-wire poly rope. And it's got different metals in it. I think it's got 6 stainless steel wires in it, and then 3 different copper wires. You get like the most best conductivity through those. And it's high visibility. I didn't want to run aluminum in through here because, or just, you know, regular aluminum or steel wire. Just not something I wanted to do. I prefer to go, because it's you get a low impedance or an ultra low impedance fence charger, and it'll hold up better to like weeds and grass and stuff like that. But I would prefer the higher visibility, especially since it's going to be going down through the woods and in areas where it's going to be, you know, a little bit more denser. Even though it's cleared out, it's going to be higher visibility. So once they touch into that and realize what that does to them, that higher visibility is just a visual deterrence to them. So, but that's what we've been working on. I had the old wife out here with me today, buddy. She was working hard. But and like, this is all T-posts. That's all T-posts and hog panels, and that's it. And then, like I said, we'll put the electric fence in, 1 strand in there, and then 3 strands around here. Just come right out along through here. And I'll drive a T-post probably every 30, 40 feet, depending. And then just do, because you don't, electric fence, you don't put a whole lot of, it doesn't put a lot of tension on the posts. but it'll tighten up real nice and easy, and I can put those little step-in fiberglass posts along through here to kind of pick up the slack. And definitely because we're going to be up and down with terrain and stuff like that, you want those in the middle every once in a while to kind of hold that up there. That's what we're working towards. A couple friends reached out to me here recently. They're getting, you know, stocked up on stuff like wheat berries and things like that. We are planning, we lost our freezer. Well, we didn't lose it. Our upstairs in our kitchen refrigerator freezer combo, it's like they're separate cabinets. One's a refrigerator, the other one's a freezer, and it put together with a trim kit. The freezer took a dump, so we're waiting on parts to come to get it. So we had to make room in the other freezers, and there was some stuff we went ahead and canned up real quick, including a big old bag of venison. I think there were 36 pounds of venison I had in there. I was debating on what to do with, as in, did I want to make sausage, or did I want to make jerky, or did I just want to chop it up into stew meat and can it? And guess what? It got chopped up into stew meat and got canned. So that's done. There's a bunch of whole chickens from ours that we raised last year that we're going to take out of the freezers. We're going to cut those up, legs, thighs, wings, breast, and we're going to can those and kind of make a chicken soup where we're going to put, you know, bone and all, chicken leg, thighs, wings, things in there, and breast, and then we'll put carrots and celery in there, a little bit of onion, and we'll just pressure can them like that, and that'll make its own broth while it's in there with the celery and the carrots and stuff. And then that's like instant chicken soup minus the noodles. So because you don't want to can noodles. I think those things are pretty much just dissolve in there and just go away. So that'll be there, and you can use it for something later on if that's a have-to situation. You can use it for over rice. You can even use it over beans and stuff like that if you're into that kind of situation where you need that kind of stuff. But you know, just want to encourage everybody to get up on your dry stores. Make sure your beans, your rice, your pastas and stuff like that are stored up. Make sure you get plenty of those because those are in very high demand right now. So if you're just now starting, I'm going to tell you 3 months is the standard. 3 months, you got to get 3 months minimum, and then the 1 year is the gold standard. So get your preps going, do more, get your gardens planted. We got peas we planted a couple weeks ago. They're already up, they're already that far, and we're planting everything else, waiting to put those outside after Memorial Day weekend. But we're working on it, and we're gonna ferment, we're gonna can, we're gonna do all kinds of stuff this year, and we are going to put food away. And our goal is to do less grocery shopping and less grocery shopping and less grocery shopping, and more production here. So once the pigs are done, once I call that as a done project, then, you know, with the fence and everything, and they're here and they're in their paddocks and they're running and everything else, all the infrastructure's in place, then we get to the bunnies, and I'll start on building their hutches and stuff like that and getting that building built for them. And, you know, in the meantime, we got this mess right here to get moved and get back out there because that's where our berry bed's going to go. There you go. So that, all those posts and stuff like that, there's posts, there's big stones there and everything. And there's some old barn metal that needs to go out where it's not here in this area right here. That's about a half a day project. A couple of us working at it. We can get that done in no time. But that's not a priority right now. Soon to be, but that's not a priority. So we got a lot to do, a lot of plans for this year. But again, and I got to tell you, if you do this kind of stuff, you got to go one project at a time, one project to completion. Unfortunately, like grass cut mowing today, almost done, but I can't finish that until I get that thing replaced. So it is what it is. But tomorrow we're driving fence posts, and I hope to, by tomorrow, at least be right over here to the corner. It's getting pretty dark out here. Oh. All right, so the fence will come from all the way out there. They come right across here, and right here at this corner is where I'm going to drive the wooden post, and that way I can run my 110 over from the house, and then it'll go down, and it'll go just inside this tree and down in the woods. Then it dog legs over, it goes down again, then it comes across like this over to the road, and then when it goes, well, the old road, then it comes right up the road, back out through there, and right up again. So, and this is, you can see, this is why I want pigs in here. This is just complete, total overgrown nastiness. That's the side of a daggone hill. And I don't want to start pushing a bunch of stuff with the bulldozer on this. Not like I've already done when I cut the road up through there for the utilities. But, you know, I don't want to create erosion. What I want is animals in there to reclaim that for us. And that way we can come in behind them and seed with some good quality grasses and stuff like that and create what's called a silvopasture. So this is our goal right here. This is to get this all cleared out. And it may take a couple seasons to get it truly where we want. But if we can get the pigs in here to really eat this down and root this up and kind of get, you know, the disturbance to the soil on the ground that we want in there, that makes it easier for us to come in behind them and clean up a little bit more, cut some more of these nasty old raggedy trees out of here that are all vined up, and open it up a little more. And I can come in and I can plant oak and I can plant maple and good quality trees in there and stuff that's going to help, you know, improve this up here and try to keep that underbrush down. So that is what we're working towards. And folks, all I got to tell you is please grow something this year. Grow 3 things. Pick 3 things that you like: tomatoes, peppers, onions. You know, just grow those 4x8 beds. You know, remember the upside down, the topsy-turvy growers. You can grow tomatoes and peppers in those, and they are still out there. You can find them on Amazon, you can find them on eBay, you can find them all over the internet. They are still out there. If you don't have the room, get some topsy-turvies. Hang them boogers upside down on your roof somewhere, and you can grow them. But grow 3 things. Pick 3 things, grow them this year, and you're going to find that it's so much fun, and it's addicting. It truly is. But grow, produce, buy local, local honey, local produce, local meat, local foods, local crafts. Support the local economy, support your local people, because we're all going to be in it here before too long, where we're really going to depend on each other, and we're going to have to really, you know, support each other. So, which we should be doing already. But that's my encouragement for today. Starve that system. Get as much local as you possibly can. Avoid the big box stores as much as you possibly can. I actually have started picking, instead of going to the big box stores for lumber and stuff like that, what I can get locally from Rough Cut, I'm going to do. But like, there's a couple small Ace Hardwares here, and I know they're not just local yokels, but they're owned locally. Even though they're a national chain, I'm going to get my stuff there. And there's another lumber yard over here that's a hardware store and stuff, a lumber yard that's close to me, that, I mean, it's $1 more on average than the big box stores, but it's 7 miles versus 16. So buy local. That's all I can tell you. Buy local and stick with that, and help everybody out, help yourselves out, and improve your area. That's how we're going to starve the system. Take care, folks. Keep prepping, and God bless.